the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, yeah, the studio. You know what we doing, supporting indie artists. DJ Shy, Mr. Catch Ray, got the cup of Henny charging. Out the margin with the topic of discussion. Money talk, we here to fuss, and then they keep the special guests coming. Shy got the mute button, Chris got the drop. In the studio, they get it out the pot. They play the videos, let them know how to knock. #1 podcast, 2 kings, they claim the top spot. Take it to the next stop, get your merch at the rec shop. Swerving all lanes, got no time for the rest stop. No vest needed, intellectual bullets, get your head shot. From Spanish braids to dreadlocks, we here for the people. Did it from finals with needles, can't play hard if you Kegels. Looking for my ring like I'm Schmeagol, here for the bread like a seagull. Warrant for the flow, it's illegal. Everything out the vein, let it bleed through. Checking when you coming, cause we see you. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the
Everybody needs to tune into In the Studio with the RecBoys.
I'm in the studio with RecBoys. You should be in the studio with RecBoys. You back.
RecBoys.
RecBoys.
Man, RecBoys.
RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. Happy hump day. It's Rec Day. We are the RecBoys. We do have a special guest. He's in the building. Real quick, let me you may hear him. I just got to get some things situated real quick. But Chris, what's up, homie? How you feeling?
You already know, bro. Blessed, glad to be back. Excited about tonight's show. You know, we got a legend coming on tonight. So I'm definitely excited about that. Actually, this is his second time on this show. The first time we had him by phone, it probably was what, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was a minute ago.
It was a while, way before the pandemic and all that. Everybody was hip to the, to the new interviews via remote and all that. But if you ready, shall we get it on and popping?
All right. Yo, listen, bear with me. We had to jump right into this. So I gotta we're doing it on the fly, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. All right, hold on. Real quick. Let's bring our guest in here. Yo, can you hear us? He's on the screen. I just gotta solo him out real quick.
I got you, family. I hear you.
Nice. Yeah. You in the building, homie. What's shaking?
It's all good, man. I'm over here, hustle mania for me, man. I'm moving. I'm shaking.
Nice.
Shaking. Appreciate you taking the time to come chop it up with us again. I don't know if you remember, we did an interview, like I was saying earlier. We did an interview, I think it was like 2 years ago, way before the pandemic, and you called in because you was having difficulties and shit on the live and shit like that.
Yeah. That's before I had any kind of technical skills, brother. I'm ready though. I'm ready to go.
Now you ready, right?
I was telling Sean, I'm like, yo, I hope he could get in, man, because it was dope last time and it was through the phone, but the vibe was the vibe. But now to be able to see you and chop it up with you is even dope.
Right, I appreciate it, brother. I thank y'all for having me, man.
Nah, it's an honor.
Definitely is. I'm gonna get into it because I'm fresh off the music. The MJ sent. So I'm hype. Before I get into the music, because I know Chris like to get to the technical questions and all that other stuff. I want to get to the music, but I'm gonna let him rock first because I get kind of hype. You get what I'm saying? I get kind of hype.
No, we can jump right into the music because it's crazy you saying that. The first thing I let my wife hear it. I got out of work and I'm like, y'all gotta listen to the joint again, the whole album. So I'm sitting outside, she say, who's that? Sounds familiar. I'm like, you tell me who it is. She's like, is that M.O.P? I'm like, that's Billy Dance from M.O.P. She said, it sounds just like nothing never changed. How y'all keep that? Like, how do you keep that?
It's simple explanation. That's what happens when you be yourself. You know what I mean? I just as far as any record I created, it was just an extension of my thought or who I was at the time or at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I never got into character to create a record. It just doesn't make sense because now you got to keep up with all of these characters. You know what I'm saying? So I just do it. I just do what I feel, bro. You know what I mean? It keeps me with a clear head, level head, and I can live with myself. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because, like I said, when I was listening to the feel like every time I listen to whether it's M.O.P. or it's you got 3 albums out now. I heard all 3 of them. Every time I hear it, it's the same feel, the same like you get something from it every time. What I mean by that is whether you're gonna cry, you're gonna feel some hurt, it's some pain, like it's that roller coaster. And a lot of artists don't capture that. Like, was that something y'all always, well, from the first music I heard, but when y'all first started out, was that something easy for y'all to do?
Yeah, because that's again, like it's really being yourself. And in the beginning, like, okay, we didn't know how to be artists, but we just knew how to be ourselves. So we put our experiences and you know what we got from the energy around us onto the records. And now it's more like at this stage in my career, I don't have anything to prove. So I just can do what I call like ghetto education, right? Because at this stage of at this stage of my career and at my age, like I'm not standing on the corner anymore. No, I'm not doing all the other things that I've done that you heard throughout the career. So it's more of like more ghetto education, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be from where I'm from to know what I'm talking about or to feel what I'm talking about. You don't have to come to Brownsville to know what I'm talking about. So it's more like me coming, displaying more of an educational sort of, you know what I'm saying, sort of vibe. Just ghetto education, brother, just hood education. I think everybody needs to know it, whether you're from the hood or not. And then there's still some young dudes in the hood that think shit don't stink, right? So I got to explain it to them, you know. So I ain't rapping no more. I'm explaining.
You know what's dope? And there's 2 things with this. First of all, I love how you hold on to, and I'm gonna date out myself anyway, our vernacular when you rhyme. Because that's the thing that stuck out to me. Is like, yo, he's saying stuff that if you say it now, just in regular talk, the young kids will look at you funny, like, yo, I've never heard that before. But when you hear it in a rhyme, for me anyway, I enjoy it because you have to be from that to understand it. And then when the kids hear it and then you explain to them what it is, it's brand new to them. Right. So it never ever dies. But also speaking of, you know, educating the people in Brownsville, how do you feel about the change?
There's no the change.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
The change in what? The change in Brownsville or the change in music?
Well, the change of Brownsville and how that coincides with your music. Because I mean, like you said earlier, a lot of people who don't have the chance to sit down with you believe that, you know, because of your records are so like, you know, emotional felt, that they believe that it's a character. You get what I'm saying? But it's all from your environment. You
That's
know,
right.
like you grew up in a different, like, we didn't grow up in the Bloods and Crip age. We grew up in low lives, you know, this DSAPs.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You already know. So it's different. And what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying this, it all now that area has changed. It's definitely changed. So for you still being in that area, explain that, how that coincides with the music.
Well, I think I on the surface it's changed, right? If you're not from Brownsville and you ride through, there are really nice buildings there now. But I know what was there before, right? There was vacant lots with bones in them, human remains, right?
Right.
So
right, now real talk, yeah.
It hasn't on the surface it's changed. I just seen something in the news where there was a young boy shot in the middle of Brownsville, maybe last week, So that's still going on. So it hasn't changed. And really, the environment is it's the same environment everywhere you go, whether you be in Chicago, whether you be in Compton, whether you be in the south of France, right? Or in London. It's the same environment. So it's not the actual place. It's the mentality. It's the ceiling of the it's like the ceiling, right? Like, so there's this ceiling everywhere you go where we believe this is success, this is whatever, this is whatever. So the ceiling, the mental ceiling, that's what it is. The mental ceiling has not changed in some of these places, regardless of what you see as far as construction. So the mental ceiling hasn't changed. Brownsville dudes are still Brownsville dudes. Southside Queen dudes are still the same way. You know what I'm saying? So what we need to change, I mean, we changing the buildings, and that don't do us any good because we're not getting none of those funds, right? What we need to change is the mental of the people that we grew up around in our urban communities. So that's what needs to change. So, but no, to answer your question, bro, I know I went on and on, but to answer your question, there's no change. It's all the same.
Yeah,
you know what it just
it's the makeup. It's the make it look good on the outside.
It's the makeup, right? The
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
And real quick, just so everybody know, I do not set. So I'm from Brooklyn, right? And it seems like everybody we get on the shows from Brooklyn. And Shaw's like, yo, what happened? You calling all your cousins and everybody from Brooklyn? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, it just so happened. So for everybody tuned in, we ain't get him on here just from Brooklyn. We got him on here because he a legend. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to
thank you, brother.
Let him pass that information that his trials, his tribulations. So maybe some of y'all don't gotta bump your head. You know what I mean? And hurt yourself because he been through
it. Yeah, and I'm from Brooklyn. When you in New York, right? And somebody outside of Brooklyn look at me, they say I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm from New York. Like, I'm a New York dude. Like, I can take you through any of the back blocks in Southside Queens, stand up on corners like I've always done. Got out of my car with slippers on in the middle of the ghetto. Dudes know me. So if I'm in Sugar Hill uptown, if I'm anywhere in the Bronx, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but to an outsider from New York, I'm just a New Yorker, and I represent New York very well.
You know what's crazy is let me ask you this, because I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Bushwick. And then I moved upstate. Then I went to I'm in Florida now. And when people ask me from out here where I'm from, I say New York. But when I'm in New York and they ask me, yo, where you from, I say Brooklyn.
Right.
Is that the same thing with you?
That's exactly the same thing, brother. That's exactly the same thing. And just being from Brooklyn, like, we don't have to say it, right? People kind of feel that, and you can hear other people say, and anywhere around the world, that everywhere you go, there's somebody from Brooklyn there. Like, I went. Let me tell you something crazy story, right? Because I'm thinking about the war that's going on. Like, I was in Kyiv, maybe about 4 years ago, and the show was from when he was in Brooklyn. What's happening for like 15 years, out in Ukraine. So everywhere you go, Brooklyn is in the building. Like, we're there.
Yo, that's crazy because everywhere I went, I've always ran into a Brooklyn in it. I don't care if he's from the East. I don't care where he's from. I always run into a Brooklyn cat, and they always moving and shaking. That's what they shout out to Brooklyn, because y'all move and shake. It don't matter what the hustle is. You're moving and shaking.
Right.
I'm gonna jump right out the window too. I need a M.O.P and Mobb Deep verses.
Yeah,
dude. Yo, listen. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody over somewhere was like, yeah, this nigga's getting too close. Let me figure this out. Damn! Come back. All right, yo, listen, but you already know what it is. DJ RecBoy shot. All right, he's back.
Try to hit him.
No. He's back.
Try to hit him crazy with the crazy question.
No, listen. Damn, we just had him. Where's he at? Yeah, we just had him.
He probably tapped back in service.
Nah. I see him. We gotta get right to him. We're gonna make this right. Yo, listen, yeah, yo, listen.
Yo,
How
somebody
crazy
called
is that?
Swiss and Tim, and they was like, "Yo, cut the line, hit him,
Yeah,
get him
hit
out
the
of here, get
line,
out of
hit
here."
the
It was like,
yo.
yeah, that's you're out of line here, buddy.
Yeah, I think so. You know what's funny is because we had Cassidy on the show, and Cassidy has a song where he's talking about people who he would like to see in a matchup. And this was like 2-3 years ago before they even thought about this stuff. And then when we brought him on the show, I asked him, like, yo, you ever hit him up? Like, yo, that was kind of, my idea. And he brushed it off at first. And then like 2 weeks later, it must have sat with him, or he replayed the interview. And then we seen a tweet where he was like, yo, I was on this move. So I don't know, man. Maybe somebody is watching. Maybe somebody is watching. I mean, it's all because of you, though. It's because you're on here.
You know what, bro? I to go back to the question about the verses with M.O.P, let me just say this. That does sound crazy, but I'm really not interested. I'm not interested in doing the verses with anyone.
Okay.
Because someone has to come out of it with the short end of the stick, and that tampers with your legacy and your ability to continue to make money.
Does it though? Because as a fan, I still like Dipset and Locks. I don't to that one. I don't, and this is as a fan. I'm not talking about as a journalist and but I'm talking about as a fan. I thought it was just. I think certain verses is dope for hip hop. Like when they did the Escape and I forgot who they went against, but they did another girl group and it was dope. It was dope. There was no hard feelings. It was celebration of music. And I think, listen, this is just how I would see it. I would just look at it as celebrating as good music, because there's not a lot of two-man groups that you can pair up that is going to be dope. That's going to give you a dope show. Give you hip hop music. That's my only thing. When you say you're doing it for the culture, then this would be for the culture later for whoever does what. I want to hear all my favorite joints.
Right, but all you really have to do is play all your favorite joints.
Yeah, but it's different seeing you though. When I see you before.
No, but look what I'm saying. I'm not willing to risk everything that I worked for my family for an hour of someone's entertainment. Now, you say as a fan, you don't feel no way about it. You still like Dipset, you still like whoever else, right? Who came out with short in the stick. But you're not an average fan. You understand average fans are easy to brainwash. And when you brainwash them to think that this artist is better than that one, then that one loses, really. You understand what I'm saying?
No, especially in today's day and age, because now it's so easy. No, great point. No, great point, because absolutely great point. Great point.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Because when it first started, right, it was really about celebrating. You know what I mean? Like celebrating each other. Where did it change? Where do you think it changed? Where it became like, artists going against each other?
Well, that's what it always was. If you want to say it's about celebrating, yeah. But the way you you can celebrate that is just listen to the records on your own, the comfort of your own home. Mm-hmm. But when you put them in front of an audience, right? Like I said, people are easy to brainwash, bro. And if you get more uproars from this particular artist than that one, that artist's stock is instantly going to drop. Yeah. That's just how it is, right? Because look, us as individuals, especially here in America, like, dude, the clothes that you got on, you might have bought them because you thought they was hot at that moment, but something drove you to thinking that was hot, which was the promotion of it and the acceptance of other people. You understand what I'm saying? So people only follow people. So if everyone in this audience is going, oh man, they destroyed Dipset. Now us, because we're grown men and we understand it's okay to have our own opinions, we'll be like, nah, fuck that. It was kind of even. Everybody else is gonna follow what they say, because that's how America is, bro. That's how people are. We follow, especially young people. We want to be in the in crowd. I'm walking out here with a pair of sneakers that you never heard of, right? They could they could cost 3 times as much as yours, but they're not cool to everybody else's eyes. So I'm looked down on, right?
Mhm.
Until, look at the other crazy shit, until I tell everybody how much they cost. Now they're the cool sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So people follow other people and follow what they can't be and what they want to be and shit like that. So yeah, I'm definitely not into the verses because I work too hard to take care of the generations under me, and there's no way I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna do it myself. Like let this shit just slip out my hands. You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen, I definitely appreciate the honesty and the perspective of it because it's definitely different. And I never would have thought of it like that, but you're absolutely right. 100% right.
So yourself as a journalist, I'm sorry, bro. Yourself as a journalist, like there's a lot of artists out there that you could interview that's gonna help your stock go up, right? But me as an artist, once I do something that turns the public eye off of me, I'm screwed, bro.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no. You're right. Nah, it's different when you're the artist.
That's right.
It's no, absolutely. And that's why we have these interviews, because as fans and even as journalists, we don't always get the artist side. And not only do we not always get the artist side, we don't always get the true artist side. Because a lot of people are prepped to go on shows and to say certain things a certain way so that the trend keeps going that way. You get what I'm saying? So
you gotta be politically correct too with their answers.
Yeah,
I can't be honest. Me, I absolutely don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say everything I need to say.
No, absolutely, and we definitely appreciate it. So,
hold on, Shy. You know what I want to ask you too? So we had Docket Shaw probably like a year ago. He was saluting you up crazy. I know y'all had the podcast. How did y'all first meet? How did that all come together?
Dude, I don't even remember. Me and Docket's been so tight for so long. I really don't remember how we met. We might have met through a mutual friend or just having that mutual respect for each other. But the first time we worked together, I think I was on my way to Russia, which is fucking crazy, right? I'm on my way to Russia, and I come to fly out of JFK, and me and Doc was on the phone a few days before that. Yo, we got to link up, and I went to the studio and did a couple verses for him. One with Crooked Eye, one with G-Rap, somebody else. And that was kind of the beginning of the brotherhood that we got, because Doc is my guy.
He was telling us.
People don't understand. Like some people, like sometimes we were doing a podcast and all that, and doing the lives that we were doing together. And you get, the trolls in there. Why you messing with this white boy? Why? Doc, when you look at Doc, yeah, he's white as hell. But Doc ain't white, bro. Like he really grew up in his version of Brownsville where he came up at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So good brother. I love him. And thank you for even mentioning him. I got to get on the phone with him tonight and just kick it. We ain't got nothing in particular to talk about. So we got that kind of relationship.
That's dope. Because when he was on the show, we was telling him, because I knew I was reading about him and we got mutual friends, and he was like, yo, Billy Dancing and work together. So I asked him on the show, same question I asked you. And then I was joking him up. Yeah, we couldn't even get him on the live because he couldn't figure out how to get on the stream.
Bluetooth disconnected.
He was like,
I lost you, bro.
You can't hear
his audio just went down. His Bluetooth just got disconnected.
Yeah, Chris, your Bluetooth. Yeah, something got disconnected. You went mad low, homie. Yeah, yours did. I don't know. It says somebody's Bluetooth got disconnected.
Yeah, it was his.
All right. Yeah, you gonna have to figure that out, homie. So we got Gotham City remix.
Yep.
How'd that come about?
The original, which was produced by my boy Too Busy from Switzerland.
And that was my next question. That was my next question, because it hit so freaking hard that it's unbelievable. Like, really, no. Listen, that was but go ahead. Damn, yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, Busy did the original one. He did the entire listening session. So with that particular beat, like when you listen to the original beat, it sounds like some superhero kind of shit. And really, the beat just drove me to write the lyrics that I wrote. And I was gonna do the whole song. And then as I'm listening to it, I listened to it for about a day. And I said, yo, I need to get somebody on here who I feel is a superhero to hip hop.
Right.
Not necessarily from Gotham, aka New York, but it was perfect. And this is the person that I really feel that's a superhero in hip hop. The man done everything. He came from the same bag of shit that we all came from. And anywhere I see him around the world, he's the same exact person that he was from the day I met him. And I know what he means to the fans. I know what he means to hip hop. So it's perfect to get Meth on this record. And what make it even more special is I'm at any given time, I'm able to just call and he's going to answer the phone for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in need of a superhero, so I call the superhero and he picks up the phone on the first ring and he destroyed it. Lyrically, he went ape shit.
Well, see, that's my whole thing is like you guys balanced each other out so well on the track, and then the beat knocks, and I'm from that, so it was just like, oh my goodness, like like it really needs to damn. Are we gonna get a video?
I've been thought about it, the first one, but what was happening at the time was, with the whole COVID thing. So now we got the remix, and he loves the remix. When I sent it over to him, he went nuts. And that was produced by Alonzo Fibonacci, which is a production team from, I want to say one is from Germany, or both of them are from Germany. I'm not really sure, but I know Germany and somewhere else or something. I'm going to say that. Alonzo Fibonacci is their name. And when they sent it over, it was just ridiculous, bro. Like ridiculous. So it's crazy because 2 or 3 days ago, I thought about it. I started putting, because I'm directing my own videos.
Gotcha.
So I started putting thoughts in my head of what I can do with this video. And once I get it all hashed out, I'll hit Meth up and I'm sure it's going to be no problem. So, when it's ready, it's ready, bro. And we'll get it to the people.
Listen, I'm super excited. I just love the track. No. Like for real, it's so refreshing to find a gem. It's like, oh no. It makes listening to other music a lot easier because you got something else, new, refresh, and still has your flavor. Listen, another classic. Definitely another classic.
Thank you, brother.
Definitely. Thank you. Appreciate
it. Let me ask you this: when you go into the the recording process and stuff like that, you get everything put together. Do you go to fame and be like, yo, what do you think, or do you go with your gut instinct, or do you follow you and your brother come together as one?
Well, if I'm as far as the solo records that I've done, I'll get them done first and I'll send them over. But keep in mind, I have the cheat sheet, right? Because I know him so well that as I'm creating the record, I know what he's going to like or what's going to stand out to him. So I create my records like that. And it's really important to me. Like his approval is really important to me because I don't know if you guys dabbled with MCing or rapping or producing or anything like that, or even what you're doing now, right? If you're in a room with someone that you look up to for what y'all do, right? It's like, man, I really got to step my game up. You know what I'm saying? I got to be on my A game when I'm creating these records because I got to get his approval. If he don't approve them, I'm not going to put the records out. I don't care how much I like them. And I'm not going to even argue with him because I trust his judgment. And I know he's so famous. I was just telling my wife this today and she knows him since we're kids, you know what I'm saying? But he's such a genuine dude. Like he doesn't know how to front. But you know how most dudes, like we all have this ability to front and lie and shit like that. But it's like he doesn't have that ability to be you know, to be dishonest. Like, he got to tell you the truth. Yo, I don't like it. But he can't. He's the kind of dude that can't hide his emotions, can't hide how he feel. He just, like, that's what you call a real nigga, right? Because he's just who he is. So I know when I take him something, it's got to be up to standards. Same with Premier, same with Tef and Lays and Fox. Like, I do it the way I want to do it, but for their approval first. And if, like I said, if they don't like it, then I just won't put them out. I got ridiculous amount of records, bro, that people may never hear because they don't like the mix, or this one don't like the way I said that. If I can change it, or if I'm uncomfortable changing it, I just won't change it. I'll just throw the whole song away and start all over again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I get it, because we produce, and there's certain things that I won't even send to him because I know he's gonna be like, nah, that ain't it.
Right.
And even the joints that I think are it, he'll tell me like, that ain't it. Like and it's all you need. You need that balance, especially when you're dealing with, like, I don't care, you need a balance, whether it's your relationship at home with your wife, your business partner. You get what I'm saying? You need a good, solid relationship, and nobody does anything on their own.
That's right.
So you gotta trust, and you gotta really trust and love and believe in something other than yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like it's never done by one man. Never. And
that's right.
And for those who find success, they find that their yin to their yang. They find that one who's always gonna, or a few, because it's not just one, but they find that connection to where it's like, yo, no matter what, they're always gonna have my best interest when they're dealing with.
That's right. And when it comes to fame, bro, like we're much different from any rap group that we can do verses with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, real talk, I get it.
We're not actually a group, right? This is the easiest part of life for us. We can. There's no way we couldn't progress or make, be successful together if we were able to navigate being able to survive together. Right. And I mean that, like, in its purest form.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, so we know each other that well, that I know what not to send them. Right? There's no way you can, like, you guys are producers. You could send me the most amazing beat, in your opinion. That's it. Your fame got to get on this one. I'm not sending it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it ain't going to work for him.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not just because we're a rap group. It's because I know him. Like, I know how he's going to react to any kind of situation.
Nah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's music, professional things, anything. You know what I mean? Street shit, whatever. I know how he's going to react. So,
and that's so dope. No, that's dope, because when I say that, people look at me like I got three eyes, and I be like, nah, I know. I can say I know two people I know hands down, and that's my wife and my business partner. Like, I know. Yo, listen, don't even say that to him, because I know what his reaction is gonna be.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I know. Yeah, like, nah, he's not jacking that. He's not.
Yeah, and dance, I be on my Brooklyn shit too. I'll be like, that's just.
Yeah. And that'd be another thing too. I'll be like, yo, listen, he'll hurt your feelings. Like, you get what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy is I get what I get from you and Fame. Yeah, just how Shah said, the yin and the yang. I get, like, one day he the wild one and you the one, like, yo, chill, relax, and then you got your days when you ready to do some shit. He like, yo, chill, like, you know what I'm saying? Am I right or am I wrong?
Our entire life has been like that, bro.
Us too. Like, it's funny. It's funny because he be on Go Time and I be like, yo, my G, it ain't that serious. But when I be on Go Time, he be like, see, this is what I be talking about. But it's, like I said, it's dope to find genuine people who have that bond, because it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
And people be like, yo, why are you guys able to keep doing what you're doing and maintain it? And it's like, because, yo, dude, this is my brother. Like, we just turn the cameras on.
I mean, not only that, let's be honest with the people too. When you're doing what you love, it's not work. Am I right? Am I wrong?
That too.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. But really, what makes it all the sweeter is that you're doing it together, and the success is right now. That's the success. The success is that y'all can do it. That's the success. Like, of course, somewhere down the pipe, it's going to be some paper coming from it. But that's enough success to make you go again tomorrow. And if you can't go, because if you can't go again tomorrow, then you're never going to reach the honey pot. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to start right there.
Kool Herc said that. We met Kool Herc. We did the Puerto Rican Day Parade probably 2014, 2015. And he was there. He told us the same thing you just said right there. He said, you know, because we rolled out, you know, I went out there with 30, 40 people. It was crazy. And he like, yeah, y'all from Brooklyn. Like, and I like it because y'all together. And I'm looking at him, and I didn't get it. I'm young at that time, like 20 something. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck does he mean? Now I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, that's what garnered the attention. Like, we literally went to every show we went to, we went with all the same shirts.
Right.
50, 40 people, and we walking in there, they like, yo, who them do who's the rec boy? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody knew who the fuck we was and nothing. We were so big in our mind that we made people believe us.
I remember chasing down people and coming from our area, chasing them down, putting CDs on their car, waiting outside the building, you know, really hustling and grinding, hitting the show. I remember the radio station. I went, kept going over there. They playing with me. So finally, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? Went home, got my wife and they'll get dressed. She's like, what are we doing? I'm like, no, where's something crazy, like tight, all that. We go to the club. I just gave the DJ the CD the week before. He didn't want to play. Literally put the shit down. I was like, all right, walk away. I'm like, babe, went to the bar, bought her some drinks. I'm like, go get us to the DJ. She walked to the DJ. They gave him the shit, came back. 10 minutes later, what's on the joint?
It's banging.
Right. Right.
Hey, man, you gotta, without compromising certain things, you gotta do everything that you can to be successful, bro. Long as you don't do no underhanded shit, you know, rub people the wrong way as on your way up on your journey, you're gonna be fine, man. And that's really that's the rules. That's the rules to anything, any relationship, any business. Be honest, be loyal. Don't do no underhanded shit. It's just like your credit score, right? Like, you want to make sure everything in your past was good as you move up. You know what I'm saying?
Or get it wiped off. We want some of the past wiped off. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Some things can't be wiped off. So that's why you got to be careful what you're doing on your way up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
some things just can't go away, bro.
Yeah.
That's
the scary
absolutely.
part.
That's the real part right there.
Yeah. let me ask you this. You've been in the game 20 plus years. So you've been through the physical copies. You've been through everything to now to streaming. Do you think streaming fucked up the game?
I think in a way, but remember, most of the artists, their deals, they weren't making any money off of the sales anyway. Right. It's always been about touring. This is why I've toured. We've done 100 shows a year for the past 15 years. Right. We had to turn that down at some point because we were doing so many shows. But that's how we kept our legacy and our name alive around the world. But streams, it kind of fucked it up, but it fucked up the sales, which were not going to the artist anyway. So that's how that fucked that up. But the pros from it, excuse me, is that the artists now have to work in a different way, and now they get majority of the money with just the streams and just building their popularity, and don't have to give it to the labels. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's that gift and a curse. It depends on who you are, how you put your music out.
Now let me ask you this. This kind of like the backup question to that. Knowing what you know now, is it independent or major for you?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
It depends on what time, right? If it's right now, it's definitely independent. If it's back then it's major, because we didn't have what we have now as far as the promotional outlets. Remember, we literally, like, you had to ship your records. What you wanted to sell in the first week, you had to ship it. right? So if your label go, you know what, we want to sell 1 million records. If you only ship 500,000, right? Remember, we got to ship it to Australia, Japan, China, all of these places.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Now, if those 500,000s go really quick, once they're gone, then you got to re-up. So meaning you got to press again, which takes you weeks. And then you got to package, which can take you a week. Then you got to send out, which can take you a few more weeks. By that time, the buzz is gone, the new album's out. So you missed the sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you missed the sales there. So it's kind of, back then, major. Now, indie, it doesn't matter. I'll do it all myself. So, and the laughing matter, fuck every CEO of every record company I've ever been signed to.
No,
I'm going for it on my own. And like I said, in laughing matter, because I appreciate the opportunities they gave me, and the work that we did together was, ridiculous. I really appreciate all that. But we don't need people in those positions anymore. Like most of the young kids that's doing shows and making money, they don't have no deals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
None of them have any deals. And they're making ridiculous money, and I'm so fucking happy about it. I'm happy that these kids come from the same, I can't say the same corners, but corners like ours, but from their view, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
absolutely.
They come from the bricks, or they come from the bricks that you guys laid.
Right.
Because let's be honest, and people think I'm crazy when I said this. The evolution of hip hop is crazy. You guys opened the gate for these artists now to make way more money and way more opportunities off of this music than you guys ever had. Am I right or am I wrong?
I think you're right about that to an extent, because like artists like Biggie, Tupac, like cats from my era made a lot of money. And remember, the value of money changes, right? So you can go back to the fucking 30s where $10,000 is equivalent to what $250,000 is now, or 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of all the same money because everything is up, right? So when if I bought the house that I bought in '97 was worth $1 million, it's the same house that they're paying $5 million for. So it's all the same. So the car, the most expensive car that was out then that I drove, is equivalent to the most expensive car that they drive now. So it's just kind of the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's kind of the same shit. But these kids are making dumb money, bro. What I'm happy about is that with this hip hop, and I might have said this to you guys before when I was on with you, like, this is ours. And for the young cats to be able to make money from something that's truly ours, like, this is ours. Never mind how they fucked us out of it or swindled it from us. This is ours. We created every bit of this, from the DJing to MC to MCing to breakdancing to graffiti, all of that shit. Our people did it. So for us to be actually benefiting from it, like these little fucking dudes are from the same corner from, I was on in Brownsville, or the same block 50 was on in Southside, or
Real talk.
you know what I'm saying, the same blocks that the NWA and Game and all them niggas came from, Nipsey Hussle and all that. They from the same shit that we're from, and now they're able to literally take care of their parents and help out their family members, and their kids are gonna have these tuitions paid and all of that shit. That's all from hip hop, bro. Like, this is fucking beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
no. When you break it down like that, and to see because there's not too many things that is really, really that you can sit back and be like, no, this came from actual scratch. And we've seen, like, we can look back to where it started.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
the projects, right?
No. But what I'm saying is we're at an age in hip hop to where it's not that far. It's hard for us to understand how it started. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like for our kids, for my son, I got a 15-year-old. for him, it might be a little bit. It might be he might not be able to comprehend the whole story of hip hop. But
Right.
I
No,
understood.
no,
I understood. Yeah, I understood how they dressed in Beat Street, how that shit was cool. Like I knew,
right.
you get what I'm saying? Like I understood where like you know where the moves were originated from. So it's a lot easier for me to understand the origins of hip hop versus my son. So it's so cool to see it, and yo, how in your perspective, how you put it, it is super dope like that.
Yeah.
Like I never even thought about it like that either. Like this is really from scratch, all of this shit.
Yo, look at it, bro. Right, all the major league sports franchises, the all the big tech companies, anything, all these big major companies, collectively, they have not been able to secure more homes in the urban community than hip hop. Alone, like we're busting their ass. You know what I'm saying? Then we got some flaws in there, like like you said, your 15-year-old son, he can't grasp the origins of hip hop, right? That's a problem that we have because Bruce Springsteen, 200-year-old nigga, sells out the Garden, and they got to do him 2 days in a row, and he's making $4 million per show. That's for the weekend, right? He done made $8 million. But when you go in the Garden, you'll see kids that's your son's age. You'll see people our age and people our parents' age, all in the same room celebrating this man. You can't get that in hip hop. That's one thing we need to change. Second thing we need to change is stop poking out your fucking chest, right? Like everybody ain't a sucker. And there's really casualties in wars. Now, if you don't believe it, just look around you. And I'm speaking to the younger artists out there. Look around you and see how many missing pieces are in your crew because somebody got his head knocked off for poking their chest out to another artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so you can't, even though you can't really blame it on hip hop, it's happening around hip hop because it got nothing to do with the music. Because if it's about the music, then okay, your song's better than mine. Okay, you bust my ass. But it's not about the music. It's about poking your chest out. And us as men, you poke your chest out, I'm poking mine out too until we figure out how to cool this off. And then the hot-headed young boys, the only way they know how to cool it off is to flame it up.
Yeah.
So we just had this argument a couple weeks ago talking about the New York drill rap, and a lot of people who were tapped in were saying all the violence is because of the music, and I'm telling them it's not the music. It's not like you got to know a little bit of backstory. You know what I'm saying about what's going on before you can assume it's the music. So my question to you is being an OG in this game and being from Brooklyn, what do you think about the drill rap music right now that's going on in Brooklyn?
I don't pay that shit no mind. I'm gonna be honest. Like I want to listen to the music, but sometimes like I can't understand half the shit. So it's hard for me to pay attention to. But what I'm more concerned with is how these 22-year-old kids, the one that's gonna make it out alive, because it's gonna be a couple, how they're gonna feel when they get my age and realize the people that was around them are no longer here. See, because it don't really kick in, because the consequences of death don't really kick in. Even when at a young age, when something happened to your man, you got to go to the funeral, you hurt, you crying, but it still hasn't kicked in, right? Until you get older. When you get older, you like, damn, he could have been here with us. You know what I'm saying? He could have been here with us. And that's when it kicks in. So the music I'm not concerned with. I'm concerned with how mental is going to be 15 years from now when they realize the pieces of the puzzle are no longer with them because they're all out there poking their chest out for unnecessary shit. And Brooklyn is big, but it ain't that big.
Right.
Nigga, I'm gonna catch you somewhere.
Yeah. Yo, listen. Like you said, there's a Brooklyn nigga everywhere. I be running into Brooklyn niggas that I've met in my past life, and I be like, damn, nigga, you out here? And they be like, yeah, nigga, we out here. Right. So it's weird, man. But
so wait, let me ask you this. So is it our fault though? And what I mean by that is like think about it. When we were growing up as kids, right? Like we had those people who would tell us, yo, listen, stop playing, go to school, go do the right thing, make sure we wasn't on those corners. And then you had those people who enabled us to be on the corners, right? And with the information we have now, knowing what we've been through, you especially with the music, is it our fault because a lot, not saying us, but a lot of people ain't passing the knowledge. So at that point, does it become our fault?
Well, I think, well, a lot of people aren't passing the knowledge, but a lot of people, the people who are passing the knowledge, there's a lot of people that's not listening. You understand? You know how hard it is to speak to a 17-year-old boy who think everything that's wrong is right because everyone else out there feel that way, or he's getting praises for walking around with his gun, or he's getting praises for starting shit. Or it's just like the little girls too. They're on fucking, they're out there with all their asses out. Like, you know, they get praises for it. I think about this shit every day. I'm like, how would you, like, you got, what else is there? Like, there's gotta be something else. So the kids don't know it. And this goes back to how people are easy washed. Like, if you look at the little boys, the young boys out here, they only do the same shit every day, right? The little girls, there's only so many goddamn ways you can twerk, right? They only do the same shit every day. You're not doing anything different from what the other person is, from what everybody else is doing. They're just people are easy to brainwash, bro. So they just follow trends. So if the trend is to be a tough guy, the trend is to shoot, the trend is to poke your chest out, the trend is to, you know, for the young ladies to walk around halfway dressed, then that's what they're gonna do. It's almost like somebody saying, yo, when I put a song out, I get a few comments where somebody go, yo, fuck it, that's right, bring hip hop back. I'm not trying to say shit. It's only me, one man, bro. Let this shit keep rolling as far as me when it comes to hip hop. But as far as the negative shit, like I said, bro, later on, and I'm telling you this because I know this. I know I may be, I don't know if we're all around the same age. I may be a little older than y'all, but I know this from what I've been through, from what I've seen, the way I grew up. Like at this age right now, like it's homies right now that I'll go, damn, I wish they was here. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wish they was here, bro, to see this side of life, to see what goes on after 30 or shit after 25. Because a couple of mine didn't make it past 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't make it, bro. And it was always because of really poking your chest out. Like that Mash Out Posse shit was for real. Like we felt like we had to do certain shit.
Yeah, now y'all was wilding the fuck out. Being from Brooklyn, y'all was wilding the fuck out. Cause I remember they like, yo, don't go over there, they over there. And I'm like, who over there? You know them niggas over there be cracking niggas about. Oh yeah, I'm not going over there. You right. Go the other way. Like, you right. You're like, shit, at that time, I'm like 13, 14, little young dude running around with a bunch of D-sets thinking I'm into some shit. And thank God one of them was real. You know what I mean? RIP, he's not here anymore. But he was real enough to say, yo, get the fuck out of here, go to school. Because I could have easily went, you know, the wrong route and shit. Yeah. But let's get into the album. Why this one is the re-listening? I know you got the listening. Why the emphasis on the listening? Because when I got it, when I read the title, I'm like, we busy, the re-listening. And I'm like, yeah, damn, it feel like he telling them he busy, but y'all gonna keep listening to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, is that how you felt?
No, well, so the listening session, again, like, so let me tell you how that came about, right? The listening session came about because the dude too busy was sending me these beats that just made me want to listen. That's one side of it. I wanted to just, these beats, I'm like, oh, these shits are feeling, I just want to listen to these shits. And then there was a troll that I had on, I believe it was Twitter, and he kept telling me I was never nice and could never rap and could never. So I made sure I crafted every bar and designed every record so that he could listen. I need you to listen. If you think I can't rap, I need you to hear this. So when I get to the re-listening session, it's for everybody who did not listen to the listening session. Just in case you missed something, right? Okay. Just in case you missed something. So this is why I remixed every record. Like I did not do one vocal over. If you listen to the listening session, and then with a clear conscience or open mind listen to the re-listening session, they sound like two different records. They're all the same vocals. It's just the beat. You know what I'm saying? Just the beat turned it in. So the original joint with Meth is called Gotham, right? So I just changed the name to Gotham City, just so you can understand it's basically a new record. But the beat to the first one really feels like superhero shit.
Yo, Dan, you fucked me up with that.
The second one sounds like a superhero in action.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, nah, you fucked me up with that because I was telling Sean, I'm like, yo, did you hear the new joint? And then I'm going back to the one the listening, and I'm like, yo, I heard this before. Like, and then I'm going to the other one. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So looking at my wife, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then now that you explain it, it's crazy. Yeah, you fucked me up with that because I heard the same joints, and I'm like, yo, I just heard. I'm looking on Apple, thinking I fucked up and pressed the wrong shit because I'm not savvy on the computer shit either. And
no, they're designed to give you a different feel, and we added 4 new records to the re-listening session. Won't Lose, Take It Personal, The Chief, and a joint called Employed.
Which
and
is Chief is the single, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Chief not. The
Thank
Chief
you,
not. Yeah, no. Real talk. That was kind of super dope. I mean, all the way around from the title to how you did it, because you just did a remix album and re-put it out. Just do 4 more joints on it, and just like even if you paid attention, even if you figured out that his vocals are still the same, he still gave it to you in a whole different
Again, he gave it to me a different way, and that's what fucked me up, because I'm like,
super.
I'm listening to it,
Yo,
right,
and then
I'm
he
like,
used a whole fucking different team of producers, which is even more dope, because I mean, it's a different type. Where'd you get the idea from? No, because like, did a DJ do that, or do you fuck with DJs? Do you let people remix your joints and send them to you?
No, of course I fuck with DJs. I love them. Without them, what would we have, right? We need them. But I needed a team, right? And this, so if you listen, the re-listening session is produced by the construction team. So that's the new team that I built. As far as producers, these are guys from, like I said, Alonzo Fibonacci is from Germany, and then there's Sev, who's from Germany, and Too Busy, who's from Switzerland, and we got cats from all over. We got dudes from Brooklyn, so it's a lot of different cats on here. And what I did was I hit all of them up, and I didn't tell them what I wanted to do. I didn't tell them exactly what I wanted to do. I just told them I wanted to do something. I told them, look, I'm gonna send you some vocals. I need you to get this. So a shitload of them, right, came in to get involved. I sent it to about 20. I sent my vocals to 20 different producers, the entire album, and they all remixed every song on the album. And I just picked one from this one, 2 from that one from this.
Oh, that's dope. Yo, my dude. So if you had, so you're telling me you had 10 producers, you got 10 versions of an album.
I got a.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, 20. You got 20 versions of an album. Then you said so. Damn, that's
shot.
I got re-listening jump.
That's what I was gonna say. Read in between the lines. That means there's a part 3 coming. Am I right?
No. I mean, he just got joints, so that's dope. And nah, yo, damn, and I fucked me up with that.
The best thing that I got out of this is I built a team, an international construction team that will provide me with anything that I need. That plus I got Premier, Pete Rock, DJ Scratch, Al.
You got all the you got all the everybody who's somebody.
Nobody's fucking with me, bro. Like, I got a team. And then that's masters. Anything I need, I got. You know what I'm saying? So and I need that from Energy too, because now, like I said, the listening session itself, I actually created that from somebody's negative comments. So I need somebody's energy. So right now, this energy I'm getting from y'all, this is gonna help me create. I haven't been able to write a song in like 3 days.
Yo, listen, this is dope. You know, this is real quick. We got a guy who has a show. Shout out to Gabe, Finally TV. He said, "What is your favorite joint to perform live?"
Oh, fuck. I think people want me to say Annie up, but I'm so fucking tired of it. But no, we did a song with a production crew out of Europe called the Snow Goons. And it's called Opium. Like, for some reason, like, I'm never cocky, right? But for some reason, like, I think my verse is the shit. So when I come on the stage to it, like, the shit's just the beat is just heavy as fuck. So, and I like the bass line and the beat. It give me that Cyrus feeling, like I'm back, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Opium joint produced by Snow Goons is one of my favorites. That's one of them. Another one is a joint called Shake 'Em Up, produced by my homegirl Jazzy Moto, which is, I mean, when the crowd get into that shit, it's like it's nuts. So yeah, those are my two favorites.
Let me ask you this: when you creating this project, did you sit there? Did it cross your mind and say, "Damn, let me make something what sounds like today"? Are you like, "Nah, fuck that"?
No, and I don't, and I'm not against what's happening today, but I think the young men and women that's doing that have that covered. So I don't need to cover that. You know.
Not only that, what you're covering, you cover well, and it's needed.
Right. Okay. Thank you, brother.
No. Real talk, because no. Real talk, because I mean, a lot of old school brothers rap. You know, a lot of guys got 20 plus and they still rap. You know, but to put it together, how you doing it, how you continue to do it, and just how you're doing it, it's super dope. Like, it's very rare do you get guys who reach the plateaus and the fame that you've reached, and you've literally grasped and touched, and still be able to spit, stay in your lane, and be comfortable with staying in your lane. You know,
and providing substance.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like there's no losses here, and there's no compromises, which is the best part. The no compromise is the best part, and this is what I think. This is what I like to bring from our show to the people involved. That you can do it without compromising. Don't think that everybody that you've seen who've reached these plateaus, compromise. They just worked hard. They believed in themselves.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it is. So there's two reasons why people will take that risk. You're either not really comfortable where you are. You haven't seen the success that you feel like you deserve in that particular lane. And you're just willing to, like, you have nothing to lose, so to speak, right? Because for one, like, there's no way I can't do other styles of music. If you're paying attention to everything I've done from the 6-pack, which that was kind of my first solo effort where I had to kind of stay close to the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to open up close, very, very close to the pocket. And then with the Baker Dozen, I could branch out a little more with records like Lose It, or what's the other shit? The Fuck 'Em Up joint, right? There's joints where I would not reach. I would just kind of there, right? I kind of there a little bit here and there, a little bit there, just so that. And I'm not testing no waters. I do what I want to do. I make records the way I want to make them, because for one, no one's making them like that, and that's how I want to hear it. For two, to rap this, if you pay attention to all the records, M.O.P. records, everything, if you listen to my verses, Fame verses, right? Like, we don't rap in the same rap patterns all the time.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that at all. Now, the feel you get from it may be the same feel, like, don't fuck around, don't get caught slipping kind of shit, but it's never the same rap pattern. So in these solo efforts that I'm putting out, it's more about tapping into different feeling beats and you know, different sounds of shit. Because I don't want to hear somebody doing the same shit for 20 years. Like, why are you doing the same shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially you as an artist, because if you take away the music, all you have is the rapper and the flow. And if the flow is the same, why are we calling it different songs? It's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about it, man. I'm gonna keep doing it the way I want to do it because that's how I want to hear it. And I'm glad that people appreciate it. And there will definitely be more. I think today is what, Wednesday? So I go back in the studio Friday, and I will be there from Friday until the 15th of April. So
nice.
I just
so you about to lock in.
Yeah. Well, that's a light lock in for me, bro, because what I normally do, I'll stay there until the 15th of April, but I'll get on a plane on the 16th and fly to another state or at one time to another country just to sit there to create records for 2 weeks. And then I'll go to another country after that. It depends on what zone I'm in. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like, because once I get started, bro, I go, like I can create 2 records from scratch a day, like create, complete from scratch.
Nice.
So if I'm in there, you know, for 2 weeks, I basically got 30 records, close to 30 records. And because I don't feel pressured or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel pressured. I don't, when I go in the studio, it's just me and the engineer. I don't need 9 niggas around. I don't need bud. I don't drink. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'll just sit there and be creative. And my engineer is a 62-year-old man who he's not like the young engineer and shit, right? Like he wanted, maybe I should add this. Nigga, leave my shit alone. This is how I need it to be, right here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get
that's dope.
Just creative. He does his job, I do mine. We have, lunch breaks and shit and get back to work. That's all we do.
So you just go in there and you just start playing joints. You just be like, yo, here, play it. Go ahead. And you be like, all right, hold on. All right, run this back. I like this one. This is the one I'm going to do today. And then you just go through your process. Wow, that's dope. No,
so bro, like, so I think a lot of these kids don't understand that. And they're putting the pressure on themselves, right? Because they act like they got record labels. They act like they got release dates and all of this shit. Y'all don't have all of that. Go in there and focus on the record. Most of the focused records are the ones that become hits or have a better chance to become hits because the fans, it resonate through the ear. Like somebody did something special in that. I was just driving around shopping with my wife and we listening to for some reason, got the radio on and it's like a local station, right? And it's like every song came on. I'm like, everybody sound the same. Now, here's the funny shit. It was the same artist. It was like 10, 12 songs back to back, same artist. Not even no known artist. So I'm saying this kid his family must got some money or some shit because it's satellite radio. I'm like, the kid's got his own station. He's playing.
all his shit.
Yeah, I said, yo, he's not even a DJ. They call him a DJ. He's playing all me. It's like I'm playing all my shit. But the shit sounded horrible, bro. Like you can feel that you can hear that there was no effort into these records. Like it's rush. The mix are horrible. And then they was playing like some bigger artists too. A few bigger artists, but when I heard it, I'm going, even their mixes are bad. These shits from the top artists right now that he was playing, they fucking records sound like demos, bro. I'm like, that shit's horrible. That is fucking horrible. Like nobody's putting no effort in because they feel like the last person that was successful didn't have to. But they don't understand, like if you do something different, you got a better chance of making it work. Keep in mind, you don't have the $25,000 a month to do real radio promotion. You don't have the $15,000 a month to do real video promotion. That's 40 grand. If your shit don't hit, what you gonna do? You gotta chase that. Now you gotta put up another 40 grand. That's 80 grand. If it don't hit, you gotta do it again. You see what I'm saying? So what your money is your quality of your music. Like make it special. Like don't go Yo, it's done. You and your man going, your shit's hot. Be real with yourself. Nah, that line was not together. That ad lib was off. This is too loud. That's too low. Don't be on your own dick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to create a fan base, you gotta leave some room for somebody else. You smothering the shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
But yo, King, I appreciate you. Like we said earlier, appreciate you taking the time to chop it up with us, man. It's been an honor, real talk. Like since we did the interview before to now, I've been hounding MJ like, yeah, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. But I wanted to wait for the right time, and we both thought it was the right time now. You know what I mean? Especially with this album, because like I said, you fucked me up. And like I said earlier, you fucked me up because I thought I was hearing the same shit twice, two different beats. I'm telling my wife, yo, I literally gave her the phone, like, yo, am I hitting the same shit? Like, what's going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, she's like, nah. It's two different joints. And I'm like, nah. Like, I literally shut the phone off, came inside and shit. But appreciate your time, real talk, because I know you're a busy man. And for you to take the time out, chop it up with us, and give these guys the insight that you did, I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I'm always here, man. Anytime we can get back on the joint, man, let's do it. And anything y'all need from me, please just let MJ know. And that's anything. You know what I mean? I'm always here, man. I thank y'all and I appreciate the opportunity.
Nah, thank you so much for chopping it up with us in the studio. Yes, salute.
I'll be back.
Yeah, and for everybody who missed the live tonight, you can catch the replay Saturday night, 8 p.m. Blaze 'em Up Radio. You can listen to it there again, and it'll also be on IG, Facebook, and Instagram as well.
Y'all be good, man.
All right, my guy. Be good. Dope. Solid, dope interview. Yo, listen, once again.
I'm not doing the Brooklyn thing on purpose, just so you know.
Yo, listen, I'm cool with Brooklyn dudes. Yo, I fucks with all the Brooklyn dudes. I'm just saying, yo, listen, I'm not scared of no Brooklyn dudes. All of my peoples are from Brooklyn, so listen, it's whatever. They might not like it, but yo, listen, that's what happens. That's what happens when your business partner is from Brooklyn. You get all the book. Yo, listen, since you want to talk about Brooklyn, I got a list for you. I need Mano, I need Kim, I need Foxy. Since we gonna do Brooklyn,
send it in the email.
All right, funny guy.
Yo, real quick, about it. I said that because Senior G hit me up and said for you to send over a formal email so we can get his uncle on the show. We'll talk about, if you don't remember who the uncle is, we'll talk about it off there, make that happen. But you know, dope show, man. Like I said, I was excited to get him back on. It's been about 2 years, like I said. The insight, you know, his knowledge, you know, what he's provided to the game, him and Fame together, him by himself, definitely dope. I ain't even gonna front. This was probably one of the first interviews I was nervous about doing.
Really?
Because I look up to these. Like, listen, I'm from that neighborhood, like literally a couple of blocks away. You know what I'm saying? I remember, you know, hearing that they in the neighborhood and trying to go run up and see them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to actually be able to chop it up with him and see how humble he is, you know what I mean? Seeing what he's willing to give to us as far as information was crazy.
Nah, yo, listen, super dope, super dope interview. Once again, you amaze me, brother. You had a nice guest lined up. Who we got next week?
Next week we got the 845 Mix Show.
Again? We got those guys again. That's what I'm talking about. That's Dua. Dang, there's 3 of them. I know it's GB Lit. I know. But I'm looking forward to that one because we definitely gonna have stuff to talk about. Those guys, like they're like us, they get into it. You know.
Then we got so we booked all of April. We damn near booked all of May. I'm booking for June right now. So if you want to interview, hit us up, man. Like I said, the 6th we got the 845 Mix Show. The 13th we got D Weathers. The 20th we got the Hoodies. And the 27th, another one I'm excited about, we got Hump. So you already know what it is. Anybody doing Hump? Yeah. We got not the original because he passed away, but we got the guy he passed the torch to coming on the show. Definitely excited about that.
Absolutely. Yo, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited about everybody. Like everybody you named, I'm super dope. You know, you just said 845 Mix Show. Then we got D Weathers. Then the hoodies. And then, yo, listen, like that's
So
super
I
dope.
was trying to stay in 845, but then you know, opportunity came up to interview another guy who played an important part in what's going on, who could give us insight onto the guy he took over for. Rest in peace. It was definitely an opportunity I couldn't pass up. And like I said, I got May written down, but I'm not letting the cat out the bag. We're working on June. Stop playing with me. Book your slot. June.
Absolutely. Listen, dope show. Make sure if you miss any parts of it, check the replay. 8 p.m. Blaze 'em Up Radio. You know, get it on the TuneIn app. It's there. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to Tea Time with Bunky. You can catch her tomorrow night. 7 p.m.
That's it.
I'm good.
Yo, listen, it's getting hot outside. When it's getting hot outside, I need to see y'all in some RecBoy. So stop playing with me. Hit one us up. We got the Catch and Rec merch too. Cop your shirt. You know what I mean? For the female.
Actually, I just got some more 2Xs.
Yeah,
so I got a couple orders that I gotta send out. But yeah,
I lost some weight, so I'm a 1X now. But
nice. I know. I'm looking at this shirt, my dude. I'm like, damn, this
shit look big, right?
I know. I'm like, damn, that shit's swimming on him.
Yeah, I lost no bullshit, 20 pounds.
Nice. Yo, listen, you might have to do a whole show on your diet routine.
Ain't no diet, it's CMOS. No bullshit. CMOS and walking like 10. CMOS and walking like 10, 12 miles a day.
All right, yo, listen, we love you guys. Like we said, check the replay. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Blaze 'em Up Radio. We'll be back next week. Same place, same time. Yo, listen, we out. All right. Deuces easy.